Hello, what is up guys? I just sneezed all over my keyboard there, so someone in the near future is probably going to get some sort of disease. So, sorry to them. But yeah, my name is Big Moon and this is Gulf of Omen Team Deathmatch. Hopped on last night on the PC and decided, yeah, let's play some Team Deathmatch. I've not, I've only played Team Deathmatch like once or twice in the past, and for some reason, I don't know what it was last night, but it was sort of like the beast mode button was just fucking left on overdrive. So I don't know, man. I had a few games that are going to be coming up in the near future for you guys to watch and enjoy. This game here, I get more than 80 kills, which is ridiculous, to be honest. I go on a few massive kill streaks and stuff, but you might notice that people look like they are about 30 stone in this recording you're watching just here. It looks a little stretched. And I'm going to apologise for that right now. If it may get annoying to be looking at it, it looks kind of funny. It looks kind of weird. And the reason for that is I got a new monitor last week. And this new monitor is it's a strange sort of size. It's like a 22-inch monitor, and it's 5:4 aspect ratio, so it's not widescreen. It looks good and everything like that, and before you go, oh, why would you get that? Basically, a family friend who runs an electronics sort of business sort of thing, he fits like these sort of things into businesses or whatever, and basically had one spare, so he sold me this for £20, but you're not going to turn down this thing. It's supposed to be like 150 quid for this thing, and the guy's like, yeah, I'll give you for £20, and I'm like, alright then. I'll take that, but it's a bit weird for recording. But for everything else, it's brilliant. But yeah, that's basically a short explanation of that. So yeah, this gameplay here, man. For some reason, I don't know what it was. Last night, I just felt like I was just on fire the way I was playing. Right now, I'm using the AEK, but I do switch it out later on. It's a nice weapon and stuff like that for when you've got bullets in the bloody thing. But I switch it out later on because the reload animation for the situations I was getting in, the reload animation takes far too fucking long. I don't know, it felt like it took too long anyway. It might even be the same length of time as I switched to the M16. But yeah, I kept finding myself in situations where
ninja stab, motherfucker!
right there, I was going to shoot the guy and I had to reload. I was like halfway through a reload and there's another guy. I kept finding myself in these tight situations where there was enemies just fucking running at me like every 2 seconds, and I was just like, try to reload the gun. But the AEK is a beast of a weapon. It's got a fucking really high fire rate and stuff like that. But I'm gonna give you guys a few tips for Team Deathmatch. I'm not the most experienced at it, but from the little that I have played of it, that I've done really well at, I found a few things seem to work really well for it. And basically, what's going to happen in a Team Deathmatch is you're going to have, both teams are going to spawn at either side of the map, of course, as usual. But what's going to happen is the teams tend to meet up at certain points of the map and have big firefights where there's like 5 people on each side or whatever. You'll have stragglers, running about the map like I'm doing here. I'm not sticking with my team whatsoever. You'll have a big firefight that basically goes on where both teams are on either side. What you need to do is flank. That is what you need to do. Flank the enemy, and you will, you will get yourself a lot of kills. This is what I'm doing here. This is why I've gotten away from my teammates. This way, I'm not getting attention. Really attracted to myself. I'm going to get a few seconds of being able to sneak up on the enemy and sort of get nice kill streaks, string kills together, and stuff like that. Now, also, another massive tip that I've got for you is use a silencer. A silencer, I would say, is pretty crucial. Because if you sneak up behind all the enemies and you open fire and you don't have a silencer, you show up on the map. Like, you just show up on the map. It's really loud. Even if they're not looking at the map, they'll hear you anyway. And then, you end up just getting taken out by, all the enemies just going, oh shit, there's a guy behind me. And then they just turn around and rape you. But if you've got a silencer, you can take them off one at a time. And that's another thing. Don't try and take on too many enemies at the same time, because you will get overrun. They will overpower you. You're not going to be able to take down 5 and 6 and 10 people at one time. Especially don't run out into their field of view. Like it says, keep flanking everyone. Like this guy here in the mortar, I was fucking dying to kill him. I really wanted his tags. Like he was going for the full match. I was spending like the last few minutes. I like the way that I just dropped through the ground there. That guy tried to RPG me from close range. Fucking moron. I was trying to get the mortar guy's tags. That guy get owned. I get hit by another guy there. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, as soon as I got to him, he died. But right there, that's the spawn system for you. Yeah, you're probably going to notice a couple of times in this gameplay alone, team deathmatch spawns are fucking horrible. Like, they need to address them a little bit there. Right there, I spawned out in the middle of a road, right in front of an enemy's sort of view. And it happens a couple of times to other people. You know, I'll kill a couple of guys that have just spawned out right in front of me. But yeah, like I was saying, don't try and take on too many enemies at the same time. Like, for example, what I'm doing here is, instead of trying to take on those guys at long range like I was, I go inside. And luckily there was no one watching that street. I was taking a bit of a gamble. I ran inside and I got close in that guy's face. And this guy, holy shit, how did you not kill me? Yeah, like, I was just basically trying to take guys on at close range, because that's what I'm good at. You know, you might notice that from my gameplay over the past few months or whatever, how long you've been watching me, that the way that I play games, doesn't matter what kind of game it is, doesn't matter what, you know, anything is, I'll play the game as aggressively as possible, try and, you know, I'll just get into people's faces. That's the way I do things. It's, you know, a lot easier to kill people at close range. You know, that was the problem there I had with the AEK. That right there just sort of went, okay, that, you know, the reload animation was being annoying. Right there I was trying to, like, reload the gun, and because he does a whole stupid thing of smacking the magazine out of the gun with the other magazine, why not just take it out, for fuck's sake? You know, I ended up getting me killed in that case there. Now another mass tip for playing team deathmatch especially, but this one really goes for the whole game and not just team deathmatch. Use your map. The map is probably the most useful thing you've got, other than your gun, because if you don't have a gun you're pretty screwed anyway. But the map, always pay attention to it. It's always really cool to have someone in your team using the little UAV thing. I can't remember the fucking name of it right now. Right there I ran right past someone, but luckily I sort of got a little glimpse of him. This guy really should have got me with his fucking flashlight. Doing a little dance, do a happy dance, and then load some bullets in your face. Right there, see, I don't take on that guy. Because I knew he would win that one. So instead I go for this guy that I saw running, and then I tried to pick up his gun and kind of failed at it. Unfortunately I get taken down there. But like I was saying, use your map. If you've got someone using the UAV, the little UAV drone thing, they will spot loads of enemies for you. See, if your guys are playing Battlefield 3 and you're running a squad, it's always really good to get one guy in your squad to use that little drone. I've not unlocked it yet, so, you know, I'm the one. I'll go and kill people for you. But yeah, if you can get someone in a squad with that drone, then you can honestly rack up a ton of kills, at the same time make your way to objectives and stuff like that. If they can spot everyone in the way, you know where everyone is. You can do so much damage with that thing. It's unreal. So yeah, like in this game here, I was actually paying more attention to my map than I was to what was on my screen. It's, you know, always have a look at your map every couple of seconds. It's you know, it's something that you need to get into the habit of doing, instead of just strictly paying attention to what's on the screen all the time. You can find exactly where enemies are around corners and stuff like that. Quite a few times I took on enemies that they were spotted and they were running around the corner, and I would see them before they came round the corner or whatever, because they're on a map of course, and I would just take them out that way, pre-fire them or whatever. It's a really useful tip, you know. So it's not like me giving out tips for games. Usually I just play the game and talk absolute crap. I've got a lot of assist points there that time. Well, I don't know what it was last night. I played a fair little amount of Battlefield 3 last night. Hopped on the console version for a little bit, as well as playing on obviously the PC. My aim is still really off on the console. I don't know what it is, man. I used to be quite good at aiming on console with my thumbs and shit, but just now it's just like, I don't know, man. It just feels really stupid. I'm trying to aim, and like obviously on PC, my aim all of a sudden has just got a lot better on PC. I'm able to control recoil a bit better. Another tip for you, yeah, the recoil. Why not? Let's go for that too. I'm just giving out general tips rather than game mode specific ones. You know, one that's real good is if you're taking on guys at long range. Obviously, it's best not to take on people at too far a range because, you know, sometimes they're going to have snipers and stuff like that. They'll have a more range, I don't know, friendly, if you want, range friendly gun, like an SVD or something. A couple of times I died in this game here just simply due to guys being a bit too far away and me taking them on, and I shouldn't have. But single fire, if you are taking guys on at range, single fire. You know, I can't stress that enough, man. Just sort of tap it, you'll get more guys that way. I could have just went for that guy's tags, but no. I've kind of learned not to go for people's tags when I'm amongst enemies because the reload animation, oh, getting ninjaed, son. I saw that guy on the map. I remember doing that, actually. I saw him on the map, so I just jumped down and the guy was right there. Alright, another tip. Let's keep going with this sort of trend here. How about, you know, you need to try and think of what enemies' mentalities are going to be, what their reactions are going to be to certain situations. Try and use that against them. It's always good to know what the enemy is going to do before he does it. And I've used this sort of tactic, you know, since COD 4. Because people tend to think the same no matter what game it is they're playing. Sometimes you're going to find people that don't exactly do what you would expect them to do. You know, sometimes you end up getting killed because of it. Because a player is stupid, you end up getting killed. There I ran out of bullets because I went on a massive streak. Fuck, what was I going to say? One, for example, is if you try and catch someone off guard.
Give me those tags, bitch.
Yeah, exactly like that there. It wouldn't let me take his gun there for some reason. So I was just charging about with my pistol now for some reason, man. This was an absolute massive tear. What was I going to say? Yeah, one that's good is try to catch them off guard with them running, sort of sprinting, because when they're sprinting, they can't shoot at you, of course. So if you can catch them in mid-sprint, that way you can maybe pick up a gun. Why am I not picking up a gun? Jesus Christ. I think I was trying to, but it wouldn't pick them up, so I ended up just running about with this thing. Stupidly, I hunt this guy down. Shouldn't have. But I did anyway. See, I got a gun. Yay! And I killed one more guy. So there we go. Yeah, if you try and catch people mid-sprint, a way to do this is, see, you might notice me doing it a few times in this game here. If you see a guy, he sees you, and you maybe fire a few shots at him, maybe you damage him, maybe you miss him completely, it doesn't really matter. If you run back around the corner again, like I did it there. That's exactly what I just did there. Except I actually killed the guy, but I was going for the long range guy that time. That was, you know, it was pretty good coincidence that happened. Though that guy just spawned in there. That was not fair, but unfortunately for him, I was standing there looking right at him. This guy thought he was in cover, but he wasn't. You know, like this guy here, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You start hitting them, you go behind cover, you come straight back out again. That way, they're mid-sprint, or they think it's safe for a reload. I think that guy was reloading there. This guy, I saw him on the map. I should have really killed him before he got me, but we both killed each other. You know, it's generally little things like that that win you individual firefights, and if you can keep winning your individual firefights with single enemies at a time, then you can have really good games. I mean, that's the way I see it, man. When you're playing sort of online, it's not about how well you can do against the enemy team. It's about how well you can do against individual players. You know, you need to choose your battles when you're playing. Especially this. I mean, it's the same with like COD and stuff and other multiplayer games. You need to choose your individual battles. You can't run out and go, I'm going to kill everyone, and then do it. I mean, occasionally you might get lucky. It happens. It does happen. But, you know, you need to choose your fights. Sometimes you're going to see a guy run round a corner, and you know that there's other guys round there that will be watching that corner or whatever. You can't just go charging round there, because you'll just fucking die. But right here, I get a bit lucky that they weren't really paying attention to their backs. That's what I took full advantage of in this game here. You'll notice that actually my team didn't win by that much. There's a massive gap between me and second place in my team. Not to sound big-headed or whatever, I just had a really good bunch of games. I don't know, I sort of got another level last night. I used to play this way when I played COD 4. Like, the twitchiness and shit. I don't know, I just had it back last night for a change. You know, when you're playing it, you're having so much fucking fun. See, when you play this well, you honestly do just have so much fun. I don't know. I've not got any more tips to really give you guys. I've probably just gave about every tip I could ever give in one video. It's just general things here, like when you're running out in open air and you're playing on PC, bunny hopping. It does avoid you do sort of dodge getting shot, which is a good thing because eating bullets isn't really something you want to do. But yeah, you can see the score there. I can't because I'm on Sony Vegas. It's like 83 and 23, I think, something like that. I don't know. You guys can see it. I can't. I got an absolute crap load of XP and unlocks. I think I get like 18,000 XP or something, which is fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video here. If you did, then leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I think I might throw this on Machinima, so if I do, then there'll be a link in the description down there. And yeah, that's it really. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.